It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs.
Coming up, it finally happened. The Sounders put together a complete game and cinched their first win of the season. Chris Francis will show us how it happened.
Hi, it's me, Anthony Sullivan. And yes, you've actually caught me at home relaxing because life's been pretty worry-free since I got coverage with American Residential Warranty.
You won't believe what ARW covers. Heating and air conditioning, washers and dryers, kitchen appliances, plumbing, water heaters, electrical systems, flat screens and laptops, even pools and spas, and so much more.
Call American Residential Warranty. They'll get you covered.
Call 888-882-2439.
Whether you're an active person that wants extra supplemental movement, maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation, Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities. Just plug it in, place your feet, select your speed, and relax. Ellipse does all the work for you. Call now and order Ellipse.
If you're on supplemental oxygen, heavy and awkward tanks are a burden. Now you can leave home and leave the tanks behind with Inogen One, the portable oxygen concentrator you can take almost anywhere.
Just press the button here and there's my oxygen.
I could play golf again. I could go grocery shopping. I'm free again.
I go anywhere with this. Look how small it is.
And right now, you can try an Inogen One for 30 days completely risk-free. Your insurance may even cover your new Inogen One system.
Call 888-484-1106.
That's not shopping with insurance.
Whoa. The unexpected can happen to any of us. That's why SelectQuote makes it easy to get the life insurance coverage you need to protect your family for less than $1 a day.
SelectQuote found me a $500,000 policy for only $16 a month.
We could help you save more than 50% on life insurance.
Call us. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
If you're working full-time, you could earn your degree online at South University. And classes are available at many South University campus locations as well as online. Call now to speak with an admissions rep.
Call 888-484-1192.
And nurses, you could earn your RN to BSN degree online at South University. Whether you're looking to earn your associate degree in medical assisting or your RN to BSN degree, you can do it at South University.
Call 888-484-1192.
Attention! Do you owe the IRS more than $10,000 in back taxes? Listen up. Help is available now with new programs making it easier than ever to settle your tax problems. Call the Tax Relief Helpline now. We're here to help. The IRS has experts fighting for them. Now you can help.
Hurry! Deal ends Friday, April 12th.
All right, everybody. We waited 6 long weeks, but we finally have a Sounders win, the first of 2024. And with it, we hope there's a boost of confidence that sparks a little run that'll have them playing the way everybody expects them to play. Took just 20 minutes to score tonight. Amazing. Free kick from Albert. Wound up sitting there for Raul Ruidiaz. And, yeah, he still knows how to finish. Pretty strike there from Ruidiaz. Second one, just 7 minutes after that. Rusnak taken down in the box. Had to be reviewed before the penalty was called. But Ruidiaz made it count. His 4th of the season. So he had 2 goals. They went to the half 2-0. After the break, more of the same. They completely poured it on. Jordan Morris got his first of the year. Talk about a cathartic win for the Sounders. All the mistakes. In 7 innings of work, had 7 Ks against the Brewers, allowed the M's offense to find their footing. Julio drove in the first run with a single. They also scored on a couple more ground balls, so they had a 3-0 lead when Jorge Polanco blasted a curveball into the upper deck. See, they can hit the off-speed pitch. That's been a kind of a bugaboo lately. The Brewers did come back in this one to make it a 1-run game, so it was a good thing Luis Arias smoked one over the wall. His first home run, just like Polanco's, unlike last night when Mooney walked the bases, loaded, and then he allowed the winning run with 4 walks. Tonight he shut the door, 3 up, 3 down in the 9th. So the M's get a feel-good win as well.
Yeah, obviously we strung some hits together there early in the game, and the home runs were huge. Excited for Polanco and Urias to get the first home run. So first road win. I thought we played a really good game tonight. Had some good at-bats. Come back tomorrow, win the series, and keep it going.
It feels great to have a manager who had that confidence on me. And even after the game yesterday, he told me that don't worry about it. It's okay. That can happen to everybody. And the important thing here is to come the next day, work, and get ready for whatever situation they need me.
Good job by Mooney there. M's record now 4-5. One more game in Milwaukee. You heard the skip. And then Emerson Hancock will be on the hill for that one. And then 3 in Toronto. Now let's go to the Final Four. Purdue and NC State in the first semifinal today. Zach Edey's been unstoppable in the tournament. He had 20 tonight against NC State, 14 in the first half. The Wolfpack, they were kept afloat by DJ Horn's late jump shots. 6 points. It was a 6-point game at the break. Second half, more of the same. Kind of Edey and Horn trading buckets. Horn also had 20. Not much from DJ Burns. We expected more than 8 points, and the Boilers kept the pack at bay. Throw in a Lance Jones three-pointer. Purdue had 10 from behind the arc. It's just what they do. 63-50, they win it. Great run by NC State. But the Boilers are moving on to face, well, either UConn or Alabama in this game. And this was a good old-fashioned shootout today, like an NBA game, all the scoring up and down. The threes were dropping, 8 from Alabama, 5 from the Huskies in the first half alone. The difference, though, is the Huskies had the inside play. Donovan Clingan and Stephon Castle had some dunks. 11.5-point favorites. The Huskies had a 4-point lead at the break. So you thought that Alabama would hang around, but as has been the case all season long, back-to-back buckets by Clingan made it a 10-point game, and then Alex Caravan hit a big three-pointer. All 5 starters in double figures. The defending champs are going back to the title game, looking to become the first back-to-back winners since 2007. For more hoops coverage, you can visit our website, KIRO7.com/sports. But if you really want to check out the website for the Sounders coverage and the Mariners coverage, because they won. I know, you've been telling me they all lose last week. This week they both won.
I've been filled with disappointment week
but
after
not
week.
Anymore.
Not anymore. They won in spectacular fashion.
Yes.
It's like they were letting out all their angst.
The angst has been released.
All right, keep on with it.
AAA Heating and Air Conditioning is kicking off their preseason AC sale. Act now and save up to $3,000 when installing a qualifying AC and gas furnace comfort system. Or save up to $1,000 when adding AC to an existing furnace. Visit AAAHeatingAC.com.
We were anticipating our second child, and on that night, a 127-foot tree fell straight onto our house. Chet's Roofing came out immediately, and they were honest and professional.
Chet's Roofing has been serving our community for over 24 years, and we take that commitment seriously. Sign off on a new roof project between now and April 15th, and we'll pay your sales tax up to $1,500.
I would absolutely recommend Chet's to anybody that has any sort of work that needs to be done.
Call Chet's Roofing today for your free estimate, or visit chetsroofing.com.
Do you feel that? That's the feeling of excitement in the air, because it's the last chance ticket sale at Silverwood Theme Park. Yes, you heard that right. Last chance. Get your tickets now and save big on over 70 rides and attractions. From heart-stopping roller coasters to family-friendly rides, we've got it all. You'll be having so much fun, your kids will forget that you're embarrassing them with your mom dance moves. Visit silverwoodthemepark.com and get your tickets now. Silverwood Theme Park, where the fun never ends.
There's work in you, and then there's chill you. Chill you is more relaxed, more fun. Chill you is the best you. Bring back your chill you with an escape to Coeur d'Alene. Win a dream giveaway at CDA4.fun.
Not that kind of roof. This kind of roof. State Roofing has been in the business of roofing for over 50 years, with more than 60,000 projects completed and some of the best warranties in the industry. And now they're having their famous 000 sale, where you can get 0 money down, 0 interest, and 0 payments on your new roof for 1 full year. Estimates are free. Go online to stateroofing.com to get started today.
State Roofing, the best roof you'll ever need.
Planning to get married? Lizzie's Jewelry has a huge selection of new and estate engagement rings at prices far below retail stores. Engagement rings for every budget, from $99 to over $10,000. Lizzie's, the engagement ring store.
You'll love Lizzie's!
They need people freaking.
Gotcha. It's okay. We do commercial plumbing and residential electrical too.
Hey, wait. Stop freaking. Stop beating.
Jim Zorn here for All City Fence. In all my years of football, my reputation as a player and coach were important, but you still had to prove it every week on the field. Same can be said about All City Fence. Their reputation for building and designing fences is remarkable, but it doesn't build the fence. Their experienced craftspeople do, earning that reputation with every fence they build. So surround yourself with the very best. All City Fence, allcityfence.com.
Hi, it's me, Anthony Sullivan. And yes, you've actually caught me at home relaxing because like
during the Volkswagen 75th anniversary sales event.
The second weekend of the Skagit Valley Tulip Festival is underway. Right now, the tulips are in early color, but it's already looking very beautiful. Check out this video from Tulip Valley Farms. They are the only you'd pick farm in the Skagit Valley. Meanwhile, Tulip Town, Garden Roslyn, and Rosengard are open. You can purchase tickets for the festival online. All right, I know you guys have been waiting for this, but guess what? The drawing for the $1.3 billion Powerball jackpot has been delayed. It was supposed to happen at 8 p.m. our time, but it still has not happened. Powerball says that's because one participating lottery that needs additional time to complete required pre-draw procedures. It all has to be done because of security, so no word yet on exactly when that drawing will happen, but it'll be done as soon as they're ready. This is the fourth largest jackpot in Powerball game history. Grab a glass. Tomorrow is National Beer Day. Several local breweries and beer halls will all be celebrating, and Beer Star on 6th Avenue in Tacoma will host its first worldwide beer fest. People can stop by for a cold one from 6 o'clock to 11 p.m. There's going to be a selection of 50 taps from local artisans, as well as live music, and the event is free for people who can't make it, and actually will be available to watch from your couch online, so you can enjoy a beer at home. All right, are you guys beer folks, Chris?
No. Well, I'm taking the day off tomorrow, so there you go.
So you're celebrating National Beer Day?
It just happened to coincide with.
And he will just happen to be accidentally celebrating.
I'm taking the week
you
off.
You said no.
48 Hours, Saturday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Right now on Cairo 7 News.
Look at that. Tonight, a crazy attempted car prowl caught on camera is going viral, understandably. This video is from South Hill, where two suspected car prowlers are confronted by the homeowner. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Dee Dee Sun. As you just saw, that confrontation escalates quickly, and now deputies are investigating. Cairo 7's Jake Chapman caught up with that homeowner and is live in South Hill tonight. And Jake, that confrontation got pretty violent.
It got incredibly violent, Dee Dee, but the craziest thing besides what you just saw right there is not only is this guy okay, he doesn't even have a scratch on him. But the same cannot be said, however, about his truck right here. You could just see how bent up these doors got. And he told me during our conversation earlier this evening that this whole situation has really changed his perspective on things.
It's become more and more of a habitual thing that's happening in the area.
Eric Smith was inside his South Hill home Wednesday night when his Ring camera caught this, which prompted him to rush outside and take action.
And that's when I proceeded to chase him barefooted. But as soon as I got my hands on the guy, I knew he was a young teenager.
You see Smith hold the young car prowler to the ground, and right in the middle of their fight, that red car starts backing up.
And turned the vehicle towards me, and the rest happened.
And the rest will make your jaw drop.
At that moment, as soon as the vehicle hit me, I was just like, all right, hang on for dear life.
As soon as he shoots off the hood of the car, miraculously, he lands right on his bare feet. Yet after nearly being ran over, Smith keeps fighting.
Ended up landing on my feet, and next thing I know is, I'm like, okay, I gotta get the license plate.
You see him get right in front of the red car and film the two suspects as they try to get away. That way, Smith has some evidence to give police.
It felt like I hit my truck a lot harder.
Smith showed us the damage left behind.
Like my truck moved over, it was hit that hard.
He says the damage may look small, but both doors will have to be replaced. Even with insurance, Smith says it's going to be expensive. With that being said, though,
it could have been completely different, and I could have been injured or even killed.
And as police continue to look for these car prowlers, Smith has this message for them.
Is that really worth your future and possibly somebody else coming out and shooting you?
And one of the weirdest things about this whole situation, Smith told me, Dee, is that as those two prowlers are getting away from his neighborhood, we're about a few hundred feet away from a stop sign. He watched them the whole way. He saw them just completely stop, put on their signal, and then speed off onto the highway. As for an update on the investigation, the Pierce County Sheriff's Office just gave me this about an hour ago. They said a nearby jurisdiction may have arrested one of the juveniles involved, and they're vetting that process as we speak. Live at South Hill tonight, Jake Chapman, KIRO 7 News.
An ongoing case. We're glad that homeowner is okay. Thank you, Jake. New details on a double fatal crash in Mason County. Washington State Patrol confirms the crash happened while a trooper was responding to an emergency as they were driving through an intersection. That trooper is okay, but we do know the trooper was taken to the hospital as a precaution. The names of the people who died have not yet been released. The crash happened around 2:30 this afternoon on U.S. Highway 101, about 6 miles south of Shelton. The Mason County Sheriff's Office says the trooper was responding to a call with lights and sirens on. As the trooper went through the intersection at Taylortown and Lynch Road, the Sheriff's Office says the trooper crashed into another car that had pulled into that intersection. We're told a man and a woman in their 60s died. The road is still partly closed because of this investigation. We will make sure to keep you updated on air and online at KIRO7.com. A woman shot near a BECU in Covington last night, and now the King County Sheriff's Office is investigating. This happened along Southeast 272nd Street. You can see the police response coming up here outside the credit union right here as you see. This shooting happened just after 9 p.m. last night. A woman was rushed to the hospital for her injuries, but she is expected to recover. The Sheriff's Office says Covington police did not find a suspect, but as you can see here, officers and canines are searching the area near the big lots. We've asked investigators if the woman was getting out cash and whether this is a robbery attempt. We'll keep you posted. We now know the identities of two separate people who were killed by deadly crashes yesterday on I-5. The first crash happened on northbound I-5 in Arlington early Friday morning. A truck hit and killed 29-year-old Melissa Delgado Chavez of Arlington. It is unclear why she was on I-5, and police do not think the driver was under the influence. Later Friday afternoon, another deadly crash on I-5 with someone walking. Washington State Patrol says just before 1 p.m. in the U District, a car was driving southbound when 20-year-old Jake Britton from Edmonds was trying to cross the highway from the right shoulder to the left shoulder. A car hit and killed him. The road was closed for 2 hours while police investigated. The total solar eclipse is happening on Monday, and while here in western Washington we'll just get a little glimpse, this map shows the states that are in the eclipse path of totality, hitting cities like Dallas, Indianapolis, and many more. The cowboy capital of the world is preparing in Bandera, Texas. This small town is right in the middle of that path of totality for the solar eclipse. And with millions of people about to hit the road to see it for themselves, the small town is expected to see a massive population boom. The eclipse will bring more than 4 minutes of darkness for cities in its path on Monday. And although Seattle is not in that path of totality, people could get a small show if you're paying attention. KIRO 7's Frankie Catafayas in the Pinpoint Weather Center. And Frankie, will clouds be a problem come Monday?
You know what? We might have a little cloud cover that could impact it, but even if we did, it's not like we'd be missing a whole lot here, Dee. In fact, this is a look across the country. So we talked about that path of totality and where we would see that entire eclipse really impacting. It's that line right there. But the further away we get from places like Texas, as we mentioned, we look to have maybe only about 20% of that maximum eclipse. Now, what does that look like? At about 10:39, we'll have that partial eclipse beginning. At about 11:29, though, that's when we really see the big show, I guess. It's going to look like a bit of a cookie chomp out of there, but that's about all we'll get. I mean, I'm really just giving you a preview of what's to come for your Monday. We'll see that it ends, though, by about 12:21 p.m. Now, talking about some of the weather that is on the way, to get us through the rest of the weekend, we do have a series of fronts. We do have more rain for Monday and Tuesday. However, I will say Monday, it looks like we'll have a bit of a slow start, especially around the Seattle South Sound area for some of that rain. And then we do move into some warmer and drier conditions midweek. We'll break down what you need to know. We'll get into the fine details, all that good stuff coming up, though, in my full forecast.
All right. Thanks, Frankie. Let's take a live look outside now. This is SeaTac Airport. Between spring break and eclipse flights, it has been tough travel for folks going through SeaTac, though right now, very, very light there. Congested security lines earlier this week filled up parking lots. This was the scene over the past couple of days. According to spokesperson Perry Cooper, those spots aren't going to be opening up anytime soon because travel season actually only ramps up from here.
But quite honestly, right now, those have already been filled up for this weekend and next weekend as well, too.
Friday has been the busiest day during spring break travel so far, with 162,000 people passing through. Tomorrow, next Thursday, and Friday are also expected to see about 150,000 people pass through each day. Today kicked off the long-awaited summer cruise season in Seattle. It is a massive boost to the Seattle economy, but not everybody is happy about it. KIRO 7's Gwen Baumgartner spent the day at the city's Port 66, where both eager passengers and passionate protesters met as the first cruise took off.
We're going to Alaska.
Passengers eager to be on their way. For some, the trip of a lifetime.
We're really excited. I'm excited. Yeah.
And even those without a ticket say they're excited too.
Right now, it's especially important as we work to get more feet on the street in Seattle.
Howard Wright is with Seattle's hospitality group. He says cruises bring thousands of people and pocketbooks to the region.
Restaurants, stores, the vendors, they will all see upticks in their business and in their customer counts effective today through the end of October.
We spoke with one local brewery about their hopes for the season.
Not only do we have the benefit of more tourists down here, we also have the benefit of the workers who work down at the port there come in and get lunch, and we have a few of them that were regulars from last year that we haven't seen all winter, so they'll be back soon, and we're excited for that too.
But not everyone is on board with today's kickoff.
The labor exploitation is appalling. The damage to the climate is massive. The dumping of the 4 billion gallons of water pollution each year is massive.
The group Seattle Cruise Control organized this protest, demanding that the port reevaluate the toll a thriving cruise season takes on the Puget Sound. Meanwhile, the Port of Seattle expects 800,000 passengers to take advantage of the 2024 season.
It is an exciting day.
Their longest cruise season on record.
We are really doing everything we can to make this a sustainable vacation and a wonderful way to see Alaska and give it a try.
Gwen Baumgartner, KIRO 7 News.
The Port of Seattle says across the region it expects an economic impact from cruise ships of nearly $900 million. Millions of people rattled by one of the largest earthquakes to hit the Northeast. The growing questions tonight about the emergency response. And tomorrow could be an excuse to have some hops. The first worldwide beer festival is in Tacoma. Beer, that is, the way people can enjoy the party.
And if you're maybe thinking of heading to one of the tulip festivals tomorrow, just a peek at what you can expect with the forecast, but I'll have more details to come coming up.
Get away from the high-stress, high-traffic city. Take off work early on a Friday and spend a few days in beautiful Spokane. A visit to Spokane truly is the best of both worlds. Epic outdoor adventure meets a safe, walkable, charming downtown. Luxury accommodations, innovative cuisine, unique events, and sports experiences all await you in Spokane. Choose your own adventure and plan your visit to Spokane at visitspokane.com.
At the Emerald Queen Casino Event Center, Saturday, June 29th. It's Rodney Carrington.
7 years into our marriage, she filed for divorce and said, I'm leaving. I go, I'm going with you.
Comedian Rodney Carrington.
You take half the stuff, I'll get the other half.
UB40, Red Wine Tour, live. With special guests, Maxie Priest. And Inner Circle.
Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Many people Freaky.
Gotcha. It's okay. We do commercial plumbing and residential electrical too.
Hey, wait. Stop freaking. Stop beeping.
Get away from the high-stress, high-traffic city. Take off work early on a Friday and spend a few days in beautiful Spokane. A visit to Spokane truly is the best of both worlds. Epic outdoor adventure meets a safe, walkable, charming downtown. Luxury accommodations, innovative cuisine, unique events, and sports experiences all await you in Spokane. Choose your own adventure and plan your visit to Spokane at visitspokane.com.
833 Spa Sale.
This home security camera captured the moment a 4.8 magnitude earthquake rattled New Jersey Friday morning. Might not seem too crazy for us, but on the East Coast, it left many people frantic and confused. Then today, aftershocks were felt in parts of New Jersey and New York. Michael George went to the streets to see if any damage was left behind.
One of the largest earthquakes to ever hit the Northeast. More than 40 million people rattled by Friday's earthquake, centered in Reddington, New Jersey.
It sounded like 10 freight trains going at the same time.
It was felt from the Statue of Liberty in New York Harbor as far away as Washington, D.C. and Maine. A handful of homes were damaged in Newark, but there were no injuries or deaths, and no major damage to bridges, tunnels, or buildings. But there are growing questions about the speed of New York City's response. A phone emergency alert was sent about 25 minutes after the quake was over.
20 minutes is very, very fast for a public notification.
In California, where quakes are common, alerts can happen as quickly as 10 seconds before an earthquake. One New York business took advantage of the situation, just hours after the quake, selling T-shirts reading, "I survived the New York City earthquake."
She created it very, very quickly, and we got it printed and just thought it was awesome.
And experts at Columbia University say this is the strongest earthquake to hit the New York City metro area since 1884. Michael George, CBS News, Weehawken, New Jersey.
And we know those East Coasters are still reeling. Thankful it wasn't much worse than that, though.
Absolutely. You know, I have a couple friends, I'm sure you do too, Dee Dee, that live in New York and work in TV over there. And it was, you know, it turned into a bit of a joke after a little bit. Everyone also questioning whether or not they actually felt it. That was a big topic of discussion. Anyway, bringing it closer to home, we've got that live view from downtown Seattle right now, looking absolutely stunning. Temperatures today, though, we're trending well below what we would typically see for this time of year. Traditionally, we're sitting about 10 degrees warmer than where we were today. We are looking at some better conditions tomorrow, but kind of just again looking outside of Seattle, we did see some 50-degree temperatures pop up along Hoquiam, Forks, down into Port Angeles, and just up north towards Everett and Bellingham, and of course 52 degrees down in Chehalis and 50 for Olympia. Looking at Pinpoint Future Track, the one thing we will see that we had today carry into tomorrow is just, well, the persistent showers. Now, this is a look at this evening, and as we start to look overnight into tomorrow morning, you'll notice that for many of us, at least if you're an early bird, you're going to start off a bit dry. You might even see some sun breaks too, so as the sun is rising, you might think, oh, it's set up to be a lovely day. Not that it won't, but we are looking again at more showers. So right around 10 o'clock in the morning, we'll see very light misty showers right around parts of the South Sound, starting to push into the southwest interior and heading south down towards that Washington-Oregon border. If we look up just north of Seattle towards Everett into Skagit and Whatcom counties, again, we're looking at some light rain as well, and snow levels still sitting at about 3,000 feet, so we'll be getting some fresh dustings through parts of the pass. Now looking at 9:30 Sunday evening, we still see some of those showers are just a little stuck, hard to clear from parts right just north of Everett. A bit of a convergence zone potentially redeveloping like we anticipated and did see just a smidge of tonight. Otherwise, though, looking to be mainly dry. A couple showers out towards the southern portions of the Cascades. We do have a system that's coming in right around Friday or Monday morning. This system, though, although it looks like it's about to just come straight across and, you know, make no business about it, it is going to have a bit of a hard time getting across and really making a more widespread appearance. It's going to be a bit more scattered and selective with how it starts to move into the region. So this is how it looks at about 1 o'clock. So you see from 5:30 in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Still not seeing showers south of Seattle into Tacoma and even into parts of East Pierce and South King County. Really looking to be mainly dry, but we'll see that that'll change as we head into Monday night, Tuesday morning. In fact, it's going to continue to push in. We will have some temporary rain shadowing just off of the Olympics, but still, nevertheless, we'll see some of that rain picking up, especially for parts of eastern King, Snohomish, and Skagit counties. All that to be said, there is light at the end of the tunnel, literally and figuratively. If you're missing some of the more traditionally pleasant spring conditions come Wednesday, Thursday, temperatures are not just only getting into the 60s. We will see some more sunshine on Wednesday, and we'll start off with sunshine before increasing clouds on Thursday.
All right. Thanks, Frankie. Coming up, it finally happened. The Sounders put together a complete game and cinched their first win of the season. Chris Francis will show us how it happened.
Get away from the high-stress, high-traffic city. Take off work early on a Friday and spend a few days in beautiful Spokane. A visit to Spokane truly is the best of both worlds. Epic outdoor adventure meets a safe, walkable, charming downtown. Luxury accommodations, innovative cuisine, unique events, and sports experiences all await you in Spokane. Choose your own adventure and plan your visit to Spokane at visitspokane.com.
We were anticipating our second child, and on that night, a 127-foot tree fell straight onto our house. Chet's Roofing came out immediately, and they were honest and professional.
Chet's